Hello! In this video we are going to talk about the IELTS Writing Task 1. We have decided to divide the videos between the Task 1 and Task 2 because usually the writing is the most difficult part of the IELTS. So we decided to tackle each of the tasks in more detail to give you methodical and practical tips, strategies and ways to tackle this difficult exercise. Our aim is to give you something concrete that you can start exercising as soon as possible and see straight away a result. Let's look at the structure. The task 1 and the task 2 needs to be completed in 1 hour, so you have 60 minutes. Usually they advise you to spend 20 minutes on task 1 and 40 on task 2. That's because task 2 is a bit longer and it also have more points. However, in this video we are going to focus only on task 1. In task 1, you need to collect the information that are provided to you in a more well-organized, structured, cohesive, and basically describe what the data says. So you will need to analyze a diagram, a table, a chart. It can also happen that you will have two diagrams or a chart, a pie chart and a bar. So you will need in that case to compare the data and analyze both of them. In the next video we are going to focus more on mathematical chart because those are usually the ones that scares the most. However, you may find also a chart that describes an event, a tradition, a number of people that decide to study abroad or work abroad or move abroad, for examples. You will be given a minimum of words that you have to use, and that usually represent also the maximum. So usually it's around 150, and I strongly advise you to count on them because you don't want to write nor less nor more than that. Remember that you cannot write bullet list, but it has to be a very cohesive text with a brief introduction and then a more deep focus on the data, on the description of the data. But don't worry, because in the next video I'm going to give you all the strategies to manage your time at best and to create this perfect structure and get the highest point in the writing task 1. Before we move to the strategies and tips, let's look at the evaluation criteria. So first of all, you must write the text directly in the answer sheet because you will not have time to copy it. You can use the question sheet to write some notes and to organize the structure of your text. So they will look that your text is straight to the point, that you do not use any subordinate, because as we said, the task 1 is very simple. You need to take the information that you're given and recreate a text that is more cohesive, organized and clear. They will look also at the lexical resources and your vocabulary, the fact that you use semi-formal language and that you use the right word to describe the data. Of course, they are going to look at your grammar and spelling mistakes, so be sure that you have a bit of time after task 1 to read again the text and check that all the words are written correctly. Also, remember that in task 1 they are looking for explanatory skills, so you do not have to have an argument, you just have to explain the data, comment, analyze and compare the various data. For the argument, we're going to look at this in task 2, where the argument is very important and it's what they're going to look for. And usually the reason for penalization are that you write something completely different to what the task asked you. The lack of cohesion, maybe you write a list, a bullet list that I said that you shouldn't. In that case you will get a way lower grade. And plagiarism, so if you copy and paste an information that comes from someone else. However, in this task 1 it's very rare that you can actually go into a plagiarism, because you just need to describe, evaluate and analyze the data that you are giving. So in the next video we are going to look in more details on strategies on how you can get the highest grade in the writing task 1.